Hey guys, so obviously it's been a while since I filmed my last video, and it's kind of ironic because the whole point of these videos is to keep everyone up to date on what I've been doing, and I haven't been doing a very good job of that. So anyway, here we are, and here's an update of what I've been doing over the past few weeks. I guess first thing first, I have been working in the pathology outreach department, which is effectively the billing and coding department for the pathology with the Center for Health Sciences, which is basically the David Geffen School of Medicine. So what I do is I look at correspondences between the insurance companies and the pathology outreach department. I also make sure that people's information is correct in the system and that people are getting billed, or their insurance companies are getting billed for like the correct procedures. So that's been pretty cool. Also, I've been looking at some of the slides. I don't know if you know, but you have to keep slides on file for a long time. So say someone has like a breast tissue biopsy, you have to keep that like on a slide, like filed away for like, I think it's like 7 or 10 years. So I've been doing a lot of that. But obviously as a pre-med student, I was hoping to work in a clinic or lab experience. And that's not to say that the people I've been working with are not great, because they're all very awesome people. They're super friendly and like very motivated, and I've had an awesome time working with them. But I just wanted something that was a little more catered to what I wanted to do, you know, in the line of work that I was looking for. So I heard that a position opened up at Burrell, which is basically a facility that accepts stool, urine, and blood samples from all around the UCLA health system. And I would have been working from 2 to 10:30 p.m. and that's because all the samples coming in from earlier in the day arrive between those times, and then you have to sort it and everything before it can be analyzed. So I asked my supervisor if I could look into transferring there, and she said yeah, she'd be glad to have me transfer there, especially because there were now like an uneven number of interns like working in billing and coding, working in the labs. So that was the plan for a while, and then recently some of the women that I worked with mentioned to my supervisor that it wasn't really fair to have me moved all the way to a different building. It's like 20 minutes farther for me, which is not that bad. But in LA traffic, it's not the best. And also because I didn't know anyone, and I'd made a lot of relationships with the women working in the office there. So they actually realized that one of the temps in the labs at the facility that I work at, which is called the CHS, or the Center for Health Sciences, was actually like available because the temp got fired. And they wanted to see if an intern could take the job, and it turned out that I could. So now I'm going to be doing some more hands-on work in the labs, and it's literally, I think, like 100 feet down the hall from the office I've been working in with the same hours. It's like a 15-minute drive in the morning. It's so great. I'm very excited and like very grateful to those women for you know, looking out for me. You know, I don't really know them that well, but I've been working in the office with them, and I've just been very friendly with them, and we joke around even though we're like doing paperwork and stuff. And yeah, they were like they were making sure that I wouldn't have to drive too far, and that I'd like have a really great internship experience. So you know, you meet wonderful people all the time, and I was just like shocked by how nice these women are being to me. Another exciting update is that Jack is finally here. He arrived about 2 weeks ago as well. So we have been doing a lot of fun stuff. Last weekend we went to Santa Monica together, and that was a lot of fun. And then we went to get Dole Whip. I don't know if anyone knows what that is, but it's like kind of like a pineapple soft serve. I don't know. It was absolutely delicious. So we didn't realize this, but I guess it was only like previously available at Disneyland. And we went to this like shaved ice place, and they had it, and it was like delicious. So if you're at Disneyland, I recommend getting some. If you're out in California, I also recommend getting some. It's like really good. I think it was called like Dave's Shave Ice or something, but yeah, it was like great. But yeah, this weekend we went to the Griffith Observatory. So we went yesterday, and I'd actually been before, but I didn't realize there was like a museum on the inside. So we went inside and we looked at all of like the exhibits, and they had like telescopes. They had some information about the solar system. And then they also had my favorite part actually, which is like not a huge exhibit, but I just thought it was pretty cool. They had like a giant periodic table, and they were like glass boxes for each element. And inside for most of them, they had elements. So some of them were like elements that I'd never seen before, because like you just don't use them in chem lab. But they had like neon, they had like gold, they had like all these, I think they even had uranium, which was like really neat. So that was just really exciting for me. It's kind of dorky, but I enjoyed it. And then we stayed until sunset, and we watched the sunset over the mountains. You could see like the mountains like all the way around. And then you could see like really far out in the city, so it was cool. At the sunset, you could see like all the lights come up as it started to get dark, and it was just really, really beautiful. Today we went to the Natural History Museum, and it definitely paled in comparison to the Chicago Natural History Museum, but it was still an awesome experience. We saw like North American mammals, African mammals. Obviously they were like part of the taxidermy. And then we also saw, they had like a little butterfly pavilion, so we went out there and saw the butterflies. They had like a bunch of gemstones, so we saw a ton of like gems and like so much gold. They had like a ton of just like gold nuggets from like the, the 49ers and everything. So that was like really crazy. And we actually thought that the gold was fake. We were both like, there's no way this museum has this much gold. And like, sure enough, there's a little sign that said like, yes, this is real gold. So we joked that if the museum ever falls on hard times, we think that they'll probably be selling a bit of the gold. But yeah, it was like crazy. It was so much fun. I had a great time this weekend. And next weekend is the 4th of July. So we have decided to drive down to San Diego, and we're going to spend one day at the zoo and another day at the beach. And then we're going to go to Old Town, which is sort of like an old like Mexican village, and they have like Mexican restaurants. So it's just like a cute little area. But yeah, we're like super pumped for that, and we want to go to Seal Beach, so we hope we can see some little baby seals because they're so cute. But yeah, so that's an update on my social life. I might like add some clips here to the end because I've been like filming as I do things but then not posting the videos. So there's like one of me going to Santa Monica. I think there's one of me before going to like a baseball game because the Cardinals came here. We played the Dodgers. And then after I upload this video, I'll upload another video that I filmed that was about why I should be wearing sunscreen. So yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, so I'm here at Santa Monica Beach. I was waiting for my background check to get processed, and I was like, hey, I'm not going to sit around here, so I decided to drive down here, and I'll show you a video in a second. But yeah, it's like super toasty, and I'm really excited. There it is. You can see we're right across the street from all of the traffic, and over there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's the pier, which Santa Monica is famous for. So yeah, I'm going to go tan. So this is my permanent living situation for this summer. I'm actually staying like adjacent to Beverly Hills, so it's a really nice area. All the houses are really gorgeous. They're made with that sort of like Spanish villa, like stucco style, and I really like that type of architecture. It reminds me of like where I grew up in Florida, so that's pretty neat. And the neighborhood is really nice, so I wouldn't feel like worried running in the middle of the day in the neighborhood or anything. And yeah, it's pretty simple. I have this like pseudo hallway, and then there's a bathroom back there, and then a desk and some closet space. And I'm pretty excited with this because it was a really good deal, and also it's in a nice area. Some of the places I found were not so nice, and they were not a very reasonable price, so it took me about 3 months to finally find a good place to stay. Hey guys, so exciting news. I am going to the Cardinals game today. They're actually here in town playing the Dodgers, and I had really wanted to go to the game, but I didn't anticipate going because I didn't really know anyone here. And I met a new friend here in LA, actually my first friend here in LA, and she's from Canada, so that's really cool. I didn't really realize they had baseball in Canada before I met her, and I just brought it up. I was like, hey, would you be interested in going? And she's like, oh yeah, like I love football games. So I'm really pumped. Obviously, I'll be rooting for my Cardinals, and I think she'll be rooting for the Dodgers, so that'll be really exciting, but I'm sure we'll win, so it'll be fine.